if it's me. Anyways, good morning. I hope you're all doing well. What a weird day. Side note, one piece of good news. It's happened. It is shorts weather. Finally. Although it's probably going to snow in a day, so why get excited? Fucking Denver, though, right? Man, I got a sick dog. That's all I have to say. I apologize for being late. My boy. My boy, I love him beyond reason, but I don't know what the fuck it is. He gets tummy aches and wakes me up at 6 a.m. crying with a bellyache. So I had to make a whole bunch of rice pumpkin chicken shit, to which he ate very quickly, and I was super excited. And then he fucking projectile puked it everywhere like a big orange shit slug. Anybody want a dog? I don't even know where they are. They're upset with me. Dude, I cannot tell you. He just, and it just, bless them. bless them. He did it on the wood floor / the carpet in my kitchen, thank fuck, which I can stick in the wash, because that would have been an orange spot on my carpet instantly. Like, I don't even know what would have happened. No idea, but yay. And then, get that. So this is mainly why we're late. Totally, completely forgot that like months ago I agreed to play a game for some charity thing with friends today. So I'm sorry. That's it. I've had a weird week and I feel like I'm just thrown the fuck off and this. Pumpkin stains like tomato sauce? Good. Great. I think he's in my hallway on the carpet. No puking, Kay. Anyways, I hope you're all doing well. Good daytime to you. Happy whatever. It's the weekend. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I mean, kind of. I feel really bad I forgot about it because we even like the people I'm doing it with are St. Jude people and completely forgot. Like we literally talked about it at St. Jude. And I don't even, like, we talked about it in terms of, like, everybody was like, is this a secret? You know, it's one of those things, like, I feel like this happens more often than not with streamers where it's like, we either get contacted by a company or we have something going on where we have plans and we want to surprise people. And so, like, half the group is like, do we tell someone? Like, can we tell somebody? Are we telling people? Are we announcing this? Or is it a surprise? Like, what are we doing? And basically that has been the conversation. And then the conversation just stopped and I just completely forgot it was even happening. And I feel bad and I'm sorry, but it should be fun. It's going to be with like Marcel and Katie Peters Plays and Domestic Dan, like my old school crew. If you've been around for many, many moons of whatever the fuck this is. They're some of my oldest and dearest friends on the platform who I've they're my first friends. I don't know how to put that. They're like the first people that like on the platform. I was like, oh my God, these are people I like. Like you guys know, Dan is one of my favorite people in the entire world, but there's just so many like, it's weird. It's like seriously people like Marcel MD and I were hanging out at St. Jude and we were talking about it and it's so weird because like, I don't know, I guess this is just part of growing up and getting older, but like actually having established friendships for years and years and years is weird to me. Like I'm still kind of getting used to that, but like being able to like walk into a room and there's people that know you and they want to come up and say hi and they want to spend time with you. Like they genuinely want to and they don't have to because there's hundreds of other people to spend time with. That's pretty cool. And I never really had that before this. So it sucks because everybody's across the world and you never get to see anybody you care about except like once a year. But also it's dope that we get to do this. Like, I'm very grateful for the internet. What up, Fire? How are you? I hope so. We're playing I've never played this game before. It's called, oh my God, I bought it. What is it called? Headliners? Have any of you seen Headliners? These fuckers play multiplayer games all the time. I'm so out of the loop on that shit. Like, I have no idea. I've never played this game before. Hello, Sarah, my love. I love you and I hope you're doing well. I've never played it before, but I have high hopes. Is it fun to watch? Yay. I was assuming it was it's like it's a similar type of concept to like Phasmophobia or what's the other one we've been playing? Repo, like group hilarity, just trying to accomplish a goal that's ridiculous. Never heard. Let's watch a trailer cuz me neither. Literally all there it is. Thank you. I was literally just going to pull it up. Thank you. It's I completely forgot about it till this morning, which is literally when I bought the game. Because I'm a space cadet. But let's... Is there a trailer? Yeah. Hate it. And also, you guys know what I have to do. I have to wear literally 2 sets of headphones. It's fucking dumb. I actually have to wear 2 sets of headphones to play games like this, and I fucking hate it. But I'll do it, because I'm a team player. But fuck. That, and like, this is just a personal thing. This is a stream thing. But like, when you have fed in audio like that, it's really hard to actually participate and talk to your friends in chat. Because I'll get killed. Like, cool. I'm here to play a game with my friends, and now I can't talk to them unless I die. But I'll die if I talk to them. Cool! But that's just me. It looks like a weird group game with a kaiju. I'm into it. I was just loading a bowl. I have a very sad stoner bowl from last night. I'm so sober. I did so many chores this morning while cooking for my dogs. I feel weird. It feels weird. It feels like we're doing a night stream. We are going hella late, though, by the way. I'll probably miss the first movie of movie night, which sucks, but that's what happens when you're part of the time zone that doesn't matter. The only one that matters less than Central. Mine. I found my problem. You have a problem? I heard the coconut story enough times at this point, you could just stare at the screen for several hours and I'd stare right back. I love you. Welcome to Costco. You reading the Bible is a fun time. Honestly, Dream, I had fun reading the Bible. Like, as it's a shitty book, in my opinion. Like, it's, if you have never had the divine pleasure of reading the holy word of Jesus Christ, or what the fuck ever, it's literally the same story told from a different point of view 3 different times by 3 nutcases. That's it. And like, just like delving into how crazy the story is told over is crazy. Like, it was very entertaining, and I genuinely love that I've done that. Like, how do I say this? My pettiness, you guys know, it's not like I'm hiding anything here. I am a petty bitch. I like my humor, my sense of humor, petty. It's horrible. I love that when someone wants to come at me with Christianity or the Bible, I can be like, absolutely not. I read it. Did you? Oh, you haven't? Weird. Weird. Cheers. Oh my God, I have another pre-roll for today, by the way. Oh my God, I almost threw this out because I'm a moron. So when you like, you know, you have this, if you guys weren't around for 420, the packaging for pre-rolls is getting, dude, this light is so bright. It's so adorable. It's literally like it's a cigarette pack of pre-rolls. It's adorable. But I put the tubes back in the box to save them. And then last night I was like, oh man, there's 2 empty tubes in there. I should throw that away. One literally is full. I almost threw away an entire pre-roll. A Regency period script? Fuck yeah. Tasha cheers ins once in a while to keep it interactive and you're good to go. We're good to go, right? Yeah, that's basically it. Flyover state time? Yeah. I mean, I feel like Denver's the only flyover state that's not a flyover state. And it's because of our airport. Like, we're definitely, I don't know people that are like, what's a thing in Denver to come here for besides people? Like someone you know. Skiing? I guess. If you're one of those. Other than that, there's really no reason to come here. It's a lot of military presence, I think. Cheers. Oh, I'm clogged. Just kidding. But I can do it. We do have Red Rocks. Do people come here for the Red Rocks? I don't know. I literally, like, I grew up with mountains, so traveling for mountains is not something my family did. You know, it's like growing up on the beach and traveling for the beach. Like, you know, you just take it for granted. So we didn't travel for that shit, but I don't know, do that? I mean, maybe, yeah, if you grow up without mountains. God damn, I'm so clogged. Why? I even packed a new bowl. I just have corn. You do have corn. It does look like tampons, doesn't it? The pack, like, look, did you see the other one, Glut? They're so cute. But I mean, we've been joking. I mean, there's been like memes about this for years, how eventually we're going to get cigarette packs of joints. And they finally did it. And they're just so cute. And the pack, they're very much keying into me on this packaging. Yeah. It's adorable. Oh, 100%. I just didn't know if people would travel here just to go to Red Rocks for a concert. I don't know. I've been to a million concerts. I have never like traveled across the state, across like the country for a concert, but that's just me. I don't know. Red Rocks is beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's hilarious. I mean, I know I sound like a fucking. It sounds. When I say these things out loud, I realize how like spoiled bitch it sounds. We literally avoid concerts at the Red Rocks because it's a fucking pain in your ass to get up there. It's crazy. So literally, when we look for concerts and it's just at Red Rocks, we have a like moment. Like, is that what we want to do? Is that our goal this week? It's a shit show getting up there, and you just end up a sweaty fucking mess. No matter what, anybody. You don't. I mean, I'm in really good shape, and I get fucking sweaty as fuck just getting up there. It's crazy. So like, unless it's a really good fucking show, like Viata brought up, I did literally go to the UK for a concert, and it was, which is hilarious because Viata hates this band. But I went for Pearl Jam with my little sister. It was like Pearl Jam and Ween and Pixies and like just Smashing Pumpkins, like an incredible lineup from my 90s childhood that of course I needed to go see. And on top of that, it was like a triple threat of going to London and, you know, getting to tour around London with my little sister, which was really cool. But no shit, I did do that. But I don't know, maybe because I live here, right? It's just Red Rock. Right? I feel like when people talk about going on vacation to the beach, we have beach at home. That's mountains. The concept of traveling and extended, like taking a flight for mountains, why? In my brain, but I've just never not had mountains. So, you know, cheers. Yes. I mean, getting out of any concert, in my experience, for the most part, is a hellscape, right? Like, especially if it's an amphitheater. Any amphitheater location, they're going to have their own parking situation, which is usually a grass field. And so, essentially, if you're one of the first people to get to the concert, you're one of the last out, and vice versa. So, if we go to Red Rocks, you got to go at least 2 hours early. You get in this line, and no exaggeration whatsoever, you can ask people. It's like a mile walk to the stairs that are like this, that you then have to climb. And this is a line you're doing this in of humans. You're just in packs of slews of humans. You're doing this, wheedling your way up into the Red Rocks. There is no way to drive to the Red Rock. It's like, there is no accessibility unless you're the performer at all. So by the time you actually get to the amphitheater, you're literally just dripping with sweat. And all you want to do is fucking get water and pee. But the pee line is already extensively long and there's one water fountain. And then what Zach and I literally do is we bring car pizza. So we get pizza before the show, pack it in Ziploc bags and keep it in the car. So during the 3-hour line getting out of Red Rocks, we have something to eat because we're usually starving because it's like 11 o'clock at night. It's an experience, like do it once, but it's not like it's a pain in the fucking ass. Everything about Colorado is a pain in the ass. Anywhere you go in Colorado is going to be a pain in the ass, but that is rough. It is rough. Like, you almost hope there's a line just so you can stop and stand for a minute. Because the stairs are they're built into the mountainside, so you're kind of just weaving up these super steep stairs. And then on top of that, it's even higher elevation than Denver proper. So, you know, Denver's the mile-high city. We have, like, to get real scientific about it, your air at sea level is about 21% oxygen. My air is around 19, and when you get to Red Rocks, we're dropping into the 18.5%, and that doesn't sound like a lot. It's a lot. So you are sucking air. You're just what the fuck? By the time you get up there, it is crazy. So, like, I can't imagine how non-locals feel getting up to Red Rocks. You have to feel like absolute garbage, dude. Like, altitude sickness is no fucking joke. What up, Slurmy? How are you, love? Good morning. Yeah, it's just lakes. That same. Yes, Viata, exact same. I grew up on a lake, too. So, it's weird. But, like, I get it if you don't have that. Like, I travel for the beach because I fucking love the beach. The water is like nature's TV. I can just watch it. I just like scoop my feet into sand and I can just sit there so peacefully with water. I don't know what that is, but if you live on a beach, I understand. Like, that's not fun. That's probably boring. Of Red Rocks? Oh, definitely. I haven't been for a bit. What was the last show I saw at Red Rocks? I think the last show I saw at Red Rocks was like 2 years ago. I went and saw Sleep Token with my sister and her. That's literally the only reason we go to Red Rocks anymore is if people visit and they want to go. Like when if my sister visits, I'm like, right or wrong. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But other than that, it's just a pain in the dick and you can go anywhere else. Like there's other concert venues. But it is cool. No shit. Red Rocks Amphitheater is a geological phenomena, the only naturally occurring, acoustically perfect amphitheater in the world. I didn't know that. So maybe I kind of get that. You're lucky, Ducat. Like, I don't have water. It's real hard to find water around here, which sucks. But the Red Rocks are really pretty. One of the best concerts I went to up there actually was the South Park. What was it? Like the South Park 20th year anniversary, because South Park is in Colorado, if that's not apparent. Like, Colorado is South Park. It's crazy. No wonder they're all fucking miserable all the time. But we went up there and it was the creators of South Park, and then they brought on Ween and Les Claypool of Primus. And then I saw Rush, like all in one concert. I saw Les Claypool from Primus, I saw Ween, and I saw Rush. That is easily one of the best shows I've ever seen in my entire life. And they projected like the cartoons of the characters up onto the Red Rocks during certain parts of the show. That was pretty fucking epic. Like, undeniably. What up, Zoe? How are you, love? No shit, Red Rocks was the name of the club in my college town in Southern MN. Interesting. Was it red? The getting up, like literally Red Rocks is gorgeous. Go up when there's not a show, because there's parking lots and there's like we went to actually if you know Rock Your Socks from Zeke's channel, we went to her wedding up there in Red Rocks. Like there's lots of different amphitheaters and venues up there, but if there's a show, it all gets closed down. All the roads get closed down, which makes sense because they want to keep people safe. But man, like I love to tout myself on being in shape, and that does not make me feel in shape. Every time I go, I'm like, am I fat? Is it happening? Do I need to run more? What the fuck is happening? But it's the air. You literally just can't breathe. It's so thin. It's wild. Like just leaving Colorado for like a week, coming back, I usually have about a day where I feel weird and kind of sick and off because of the thin air. It's very weird here. And what sucks is we totally forget about it until someone visits. So, like, my little sister and her boyfriend are visiting in a couple days, like, in a week, less than a week, couple days, less than a week, and, like, I need to text her today, like, prepare yourself for whatever, because they're only here for, like, 3 days, and it takes, like, a week to get over the altitude sickness. It sucks. It's weird, but it sucks. But it is beautiful. I went to Red Rocks a few years back. I had to stop and just breathe like halfway up where I was going to fall over. But after that, I did okay. Exactly. See, you acclimatize and you just learn to like move slower. Like I'm very much a move fast. I constantly am buzzing around my house, and you just kind of learn you move a little bit slower because you got to like it almost reminds me of how people explain asthma. Like you're taking these huge chest busting breaths and you feel like you're getting nothing. Like you're like, why does this not feel good? It's bizarre. It's very bizarre, but you don't really realize it. We have a weird silver bean everyone likes to go by for some reason, and a lake. The bean doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it like, how do I say this? When I first went to New England to visit family when I was like 12 or whatever, I remember going around and we had a Frommer's, or it was a Frommer's, or it was one of those travel manuals. I can't remember which one. I think I still have it actually. And it would literally take you on a walking tour through, I think we went through Boston or something. I went all over the place. This was years ago. I don't remember. But there's statues everywhere of like colonels and military personnel from the days on horses. And like there's meaning to exactly how they're like statued. So for instance, if one leg is up of the horse, that means something. If both legs are up, that means something. If the rider has one arm off the horse, that means something. Like it means they survived, they died, they something. And me being fascinated with that and my family being like, can we stop staring at this pointless soldier on a horse, please? Like, I get it. I get that it's exciting when it's something you just don't have. Like the West Coast does not have cool history like that. Like we've got like really cool native history, which is awesome, but we don't have that kind of stuff. Boston, thank you. Yeah, they're everywhere. Like it's every park you'll go in, there'll be some massive statue of a horse with some sort of colonel or something on it. And it was really cool. I thought that was really cool, but I didn't grow up with that at all. You know, like the most history we had was the Seattle fire, which, if you don't know, Seattle burnt down in the 1800s. And instead of like clearing the rubbish, they literally just built scaffolding over the burnt city and built on top of it, which is why Seattle's such a fuck story. Like, it's this. Any road. And 90% are one ways. It's crazy. But that's what they did. Like, that's our history. That's all we get, really. It's cool, but weird. Yeah, Seattle. Yeah. What year did it burn down? Hold on. I want to say it was due to an earthquake, but I don't remember. June 6th of 1889. Burnt to the ground, and then they just built on top of it instead of... Because so you can literally, if you ever go to Seattle, if you're looking for something interesting to do, I'm pretty sure they still have tours of the Undercity. It's super weird. The only reason I know about this, no one tells you about this, because when you live in an area, you take it for granted, right? Like, I've been in the Space Needle once, and I would not suggest anybody go. It was boring and really expensive. I wouldn't. There's tall buildings you can just climb and get the same view. But, you take it for granted because you live there. My, 7th grade history teacher did those tours in the summer. That was his summer job. And so he would talk about them to us. That's the only reason I know it's a thing. Still have the tours, sick. You should do them. I've never done one. It's so weird. When you just grow up in an area, you really just don't do the things. Like when people visit, they're like, can we go to Pike's Place? I'm like, oh yeah, Pike's Place exists. And then they get mad that no one throws a fish at them. I'm like, oh yeah, people throw fish here. You just forget. Boo got it every time we go there until they gave her some pills to take just before we get that helps. What was the pills? Do you know? Used to go to Colorado every year as a kid. I think we mostly went to Colorado Springs for some business things and to meet family. We couldn't afford to fly, so road trip. That's where all the military is the Springs, from what I hear. We have duck tours in Seattle, but I heard one of them went down and everybody died. I don't know if they're still doing duck tours. But we did have duck tours in Seattle, where it's like the duck truck that can go in the water as well, but it set aflame and everyone died. I don't know what the fuck. It was crazy. This only happened within the last 10 years. It was wild. Oh, is Boston the same way? No shit. 100% due to vampires. I'd believe it. Chicago had a fire set on fire. A river set on fire? Dude, thank you, fire. Is the Space Needle not the dumbest waste of money you've ever done? I literally, born and raised Pacific Northwest, my entire family, like my mom's side, all in the Pacific Northwest, literally didn't go up the Space Needle until I was 25. A guy took me on a date up there, and we went up, stood on the balcony thing, saw Seattle, which I'm not saying it's not a cool view, but Seattle's one of those cities that because of if you're not watching, when I say Seattle's like this, I'm moving my hand around like a snake on fire. That's what the roads are like in Seattle. It is crazy. It is so built really, really weird. But because of that, you can literally just drive to the top of the city and see the entire view. Like you can see this, you can see that view anywhere. But I remember we went up, it was super expensive, and then we were starving, and we were just starving college kids. So we were like, oh, we'll just go to the little deli counter, and they had Lunchables. $14 Lunchable. I'll never forget it. We shared it. We shared this ham and cheese, the most basic fucking Lunchable, this one. Shared it at a tiny table in the Space Needle because we were so fucking poor, and that was that was the cheapest thing they had was a Lunchable. It was crazy. But I've never been up since. I'm just that is such an I don't understand. I know why the Space Needle's there. If you don't know why the Space Needle's there, it's literally was one of those attractions built for the World's Fair. That's it. So the World's Fair came to Seattle sometime in the 1900s, so they built the Space Needle. Apparently cities do that. They're like, ooh, the World's Fair is coming. Let's build something weird. Let's put a UFO on a stick. And then let's write a book about it and convince everybody there's a creature on the Space Needle called the Weedle, and that's what's making the light blink. Anybody else familiar with the Weedle on the Needle? You're really bringing back a lot of real old ClassyKatie lore right now. Weedle on the Needle, anyone? Cary Park's beautiful. Cary Park is beautiful. It used to be really terribly known for like a lot of drugs and stuff, but now we have safe injection sites, which is awesome. So it's cleaned up a lot of those areas. Cheers. Bobo, I asked because I would suggest anyone. I genuinely tell my parents not to visit me because I don't want anyone staying with me long enough for them to get over the altitude sickness, but also they're just going to be altitude sick. That would be such a cool thing for when my friends want to visit me to suggest asking for from their doc. So if Boo knows what it is and you remember, hit me up on Discord or something. Like very seriously, because altitude, it's not a fake thing. Altitude sickness, it feels like you're suffocating. Like you just feel horrible and lethargic and disgusting for days. Everyone who visits gets it, and I always feel bad because I'm like, fuck, I should know this is going to happen, but because I live here, I'm just so acclimatized, I don't even think about it, which sucks. I wouldn't recommend climbing tall buildings. I wouldn't. The Seattle Science Center is absolutely better. Oh my god, I couldn't suggest that more. Fuck the Space Needle. Like, go to the base of it, look at it. Like, you gotta, like, when you drive into Seattle from either side, but especially if you're driving into Seattle from the north, you get this stunning view of the entire bay and the Space Needle and, like, the city. It's beautiful, but that's all you really need. Go to the Science Center, or the, is it even called the EMP anymore? The big ugly thing that they stuck in the middle of the city that kind of looks like a trash heap dump. It's real cool on the inside. The outside, I'm that person. I was an adult when it was built and I fucking hate it. It's ugly. But the inside is real cool. Like, it is so cool. They have so much. Like, if you're I know most of us are music lovers because you hang out here and we worship music here. If you are any, you don't even need to love Nirvana to appreciate seeing all of the Nirvana, like, legit, like, the guitars and his sweater and notebook pages of the original lyrics to songs. And they had, like, when I went, they had a Trent Reznor room, and it just had all this original, like, memorabilia from the albums that I grew up on. Like, that kind of shit is amazing. And then they usually have, like, seasonal, what is it called? Like, seasonal installations that come and go. They're fucking amazing. Like, that, I would easily go to either of those. If you go to the Seattle Science Museum, I don't know if they still have this. They had this at least 10 years ago. They have a naked mole rat colony in a wall with glass walls because they're blind, so it doesn't matter. So it's like literally a wall ant farm, but it's naked mole rats. Like penises with teeth, my dudes. They're just uncut dicks with teeth. They're the cutest, most adorable, strange little alien creatures. But you can see a colony of them up a wall. They have rooms where you can hold bugs and stuff if you're interested. You know, I basically own all those bugs now because that's what the Science Center did to Katie. But it's one of the coolest science centers. It's very dope. And excellent if you have kids. Like, there's so much cool stuff to do with kids. And there are lots of, like, climbing, interactable stuff to wear out your kid. The Weedle on the Needle, no shit. So there's these authors. If you'd never heard of these, they were the Serendipity. Haha, she got it. They were the Serendipity books. And I think this couple must have been from Seattle because they wrote The Weedle on the Needle. But this book became like a thing. The Weedle on the Needle. This is allegedly the creature that lives at the top of the Space Needle, and his nose is what's blinking at the top of the Space Needle. And his children, parents, like, tried to convince us that can you find the Weedle? Every time you drive into Seattle, look for the Weedle, kids. Try to find the Weedle. And we'd all be like, it's nighttime. What the fuck? The Weedle on the Needle. Serendipity books, though. I had all of them. My favorite one was Flutterby because it was about a little baby Pegasus that was born out of a flower. I'm insanely impressed that I can remember this right now. I probably haven't said the word Weedle in 30 years. God damn. My mom loves to throw shit away. She just gets rid of everything. I don't know. Everything I ever held precious as a child, she, at the time that I grew out of it in her eyes, got rid of it. It sucks. I know. Anything from my childhood, if it was precious, it's probably gone. The Weedle on Rodney. Oh my God, could we get a red light blinking on it though? Old Chicago was a tinderbox. It was almost entirely built of wood, so when conditions were right, everything burned. It's why most of it's cement and bricks now. It's similar with Seattle. It's cement and brick, like lots of red brick, which is interesting because in school we learned red brick is terrible for areas that are prone to earthquakes. Like brick doesn't do this, and so I don't know why they would rebuild literally anything in brick. We get so many earthquakes in Seattle, like on the West Coast in general. You have so many you don't even realize they're happening anymore, but I imagine that would do something to the integrity of buildings. Excuse me. Is it the Experience Music Project? They changed it. Like the EMP, what was it? I don't even know. Something happened where they changed it because I ragged on it a lot and then it changed and I was like, okay, I won't rag on it as much because it's seriously, I mean, so in the middle of downtown, beautiful, mildly historic Mariner, Seattle, someone decided that this was a good idea to do. That's the EMP. So, like, if you're anything like me and you see that and you think, oh, fuck no, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Please don't judge it by the outside. The inside's real cool. Like, they have literally a guitar tower. This is the middle of the building, and it goes up all the floors of the building, and it's just millions of guitars. It's insane. It's just one of the art installations. It's so cool on the inside, but it is fuck ugly. Someone with too much money. That's what it looks, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any idea. What the fuck? It's so fucking, I forgot how fucking ugly it is. It's even uglier again. It's even uglier looking at it again. It's so why? I don't know. It was built like in the, I want to say early 2000s. Literally in 2000. Good job, Katie. You did it. In the year 2000. It looks like one of those, exactly, Adam. It looks like one of those situations where someone's toddler drew something and they were like, yeah, I'm going to turn it into a stuffy and put it on Instagram so everyone thinks I'm cute. And they did it. And I don't know one person in Seattle that was like, yeah, that looked cool. That fits this. It looks like crumpled cans. I don't know. There's no reason, but the inside is really cool. So don't be like me. If you ever get to go, it's definitely worth getting on the inside. Okay, Boo was given acetazolamide diamox. I'm writing that down. Thank you for asking. That's a real thing, as Boo probably knows, because they take it. Altitude sickness is not to be fucked with. If you have to come to Denver for a short amount of time, maybe ask your doc about something for altitude sickness, because you're not going to have a good time just sucking air. What's it supposed to be? Art. Because everyone's an artist. I don't know. I don't know why they did it. I hate it. I feel like that's one, like, I don't know. By the way, Truth Harris, my alerts were so low, I didn't hear that. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it any swing so long. I fucking appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexy on pure separate consent. Acetazolamide. Thank you. Good morning, Genova. How are you, love? I don't remember the name of the movement, but art history is a silly time. I took art history in school. You guys know I majored in art for a couple years before I decided there was nothing I could do in that. And we had to take art history and like modern art classes. And I've just never enjoyed a piece of modern art. I want to. I mean, I'll buy into it. But like my campus, for instance, my college campus was covered in fucking modern art. And one of them just would piss me off daily. It was like 3 gigantic steel beams spray painted red and like propped up against one another like a teepee kind of. But they said it was called like the Cascades. And it would just look like a fucking construction site. I don't understand. To each their own though. To each their own. But I'll judge that thing because the MP is fucking ugly. What up, Nick? I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. Which show? Oh, wait. Oh, Kim Possible? Dude, I love Naked Mole Rats. Before Kim Possible, I was already on Team Rufus. I think they're hilarious. They are literally little uncut dicks with teeth. They don't have eyes. They're just like, but they're all wrinkly and shit. They're so cute. I love them. I'm very much on Team Rufus side. Oh yeah. Yeah. That took me I had to scroll up to see Team Rufus, and that's when I was like, oh, Kim Possible. Okay, that's what we're talking about. I'm really proud I remembered Kim Possible, by the way. That never happens. You want to know a name I whipped out of my ass last night? Matthew Broderick. Again, this is just if you're here on a regular basis, you know my brain is not great when it comes to names for some fucking reason. They just don't stick a lot of the time. And I was watching Modern Family just to go to sleep last night, and Matthew Broderick randomly is in an episode. And he walks in, and I was like, oh my God, is that Matthew Broderick? And Zach just like looked at me like, it is. And I was like, look at those wrinkles wrinkling and stuff. They're doing their best. Industrialism, I hate it. I just don't, like, I don't know what it is. There's nothing interesting about it to me. I see it everywhere. Like, it's really hard for someone to take steel beams, shards of glass, large pieces of tan rock, and make it interesting, because it's quite literally everywhere. I was just talking about this recently. I was driving around the city for some reason. I don't remember what I was doing, errands. And you know how, like, if there's a big median island, they'll, like, plant trees on it or something? Well, in this area, because it's dry as fuck and we're the desert, they do, like, statues and whatnot, like, in the road. And there was a huge median, and the art installation that was going in was literally just 3 giant pieces of tan rock, which is fuck all everywhere. Like, I could reach out this window and get some tan rock. It's literally the land of tan rock. Red rocks, hello? And I just was like, why? What is visually interesting about 3 pieces of fucking tan rock? Why? Who did that? I don't know. At least it'll stop a car, or you'll die. Joey slept in? Oh my God. Yes. Good. Sleep is good for you, I hear. Oh, I love architecture on houses, but I've never enjoyed a modern ass looking house. Like when they're just like a tan, and I realize I'm saying tan a lot. I am a big hater of beige, but like I see a lot of houses where they try to do like a modern Adobe or a modern Pueblo kind of thing, where the house is just a square. It's just a cube. And that's it. I don't get it. Here, like with a flat roof, where we get feet of heavy snow. I don't understand that. Like, not only is it not functional at all, like your roof is going to cave in. I have no idea what the fuck you're doing there. It just sticks out like a sore thumb. There's a house downtown that, bless their heart, they're probably Gothic witches or something. I have no idea what the fuck. But their house looks like that, but it's black. It's just a black cube in the middle of like a historical Denver neighborhood where all the houses are like from the late 1800s. And like, I'm all for doing your own thing. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. You don't have to do anything according to your neighbors, but wow, do you stick out in a really bad way. Like, there was nowhere else you could build your black cube. And they tore down a historical house to do it, which I think really pissed the neighbors off. It was literally in the paper. Maybe it's movie night. I do genuinely try to remember people's names. They just leave my head. When it comes to names, part of it is the monkey sphere. Our brains can only remember a certain amount of people as actual humans. So everyone else, they're just objects. It's why seeing a teacher in the grocery store as a kid was weird to us. Because they're not humans? Crazy. I wonder what our limit is. About a month ago, I was sick. I talked about you with a friend, and I fucking hardcore blanked on your name like I never knew you existed, so I literally panicked and went, Lady Cool Weed.
I shall be henceforth known as Lady Coolweed. Period. That is awesome.
In no way, shape, or form am I upset about being... like, if literally ClassyKatie doesn't pop into your head because anything like me, your brain's like, names, go fuck yourself. And the first other thing that comes to mind is Lady Cool Weed. I've done my job. That light, I think, has to go. It's hurting my eyes when I lean. Don't look at my butt. That's better. It was blinding me. I don't know if it was you guys, but I didn't like it. They're a teacher, not a person. That is interesting. I think we added faculty recently because we were talking about it for some reason. Didn't we? That sounds really familiar. Except on Fridays, where I shall be known as Starship 69. The Lady Cool Weed. I love that, to be honest. Anytime the phrase not see people as human, well, I mean, there's got to be another way to say it. I understand what you're saying. It's like, how do I say it? Like, for instance, I recognize my bud tenders at the weed store. There are bud tenders that I see regularly. Like, I know their faces. They know my face. We remember things about each other. But, like, if I saw my bud tender in the grocery store, I don't know if I would recognize them. Because my brain, not necessarily that they're not human, but, like, they aren't grocery store people. They're bud tender people. And in the grocery store, my brain goes, no. I don't know if I would recognize them there. It's like, oh my God, do you guys remember when Vissy surprised me at my house? And there's a clip of it somewhere where my brain goes like, and I just sit there for a minute in complete shock because my brain genuinely could not compute Vissy as a standing human being in my home. Like that world that was like,
going to fuck
but there's like
you
full seconds. I want to say at least 5 seconds where that clip, I'm just like my brain is trying to click a puzzle piece in that doesn't fit. Like, but I get what you're saying. It's like a gear grind. Literally, it's like the halting of a record. Your brain just goes like, what? It's a weird, but like not human. I would hope to fuck Glut that you don't think I'm trying to make anyone inhuman. If that's the vibe I put off, I need to quit and restart. Immediately. Like, you know, restart. You know what I'm saying? Because fuck off. Okay, the theory. I was like, man, I really hope that's not what I'm giving off right now, because it's not what I mean. And my mouth is dumb. It's fine. Restart. You know what I've noticed, Fox, is I just did it. What I've noticed in being a streamer is that I give people nicknames. And like that is my peopling of a person. Like, I usually only read your full fucking screen name once or twice, and when you show up more than that, like, it's gonna get shortened because we're having a conversation. And I feel like that's what my brain is. It's like, it's moving someone from screen name to a people. But I've noticed I've done that forever. Like, I don't say sexcellent, I say sick. I don't say Viata, I say V. I don't say Mr. Fox, I say Fox. I don't say gluttony, I say glut. Unless it's easy, like Genova. Or something like that. But, like, I think I've done that a lot with screen names. But I don't know why. Like, I've just noticed that, and a lot, like, I listen to Zeke stream, and he calls people by their full fucking screen name phonetically with the numbers who have been subbed to him for 10 years. And that's what made me think of it, because I'm like, I don't do that. I wonder if people find that insulting. I hope not, I think it's laziness of me just shortening names so they're like 1 to 2 syllable to say out loud, really. And it just quickens conversation so I can like point out who I'm talking to really quickly. But no shit. People that are like his mods, he still calls full name with fucking screen name numbers. And I'm like, is that? I don't know. Is it? I hope. If you ever want to be called by your whole fucking name, just let me know. I will call you Donna Silvio forever. By the way, thank you so much for subbing to the class. Keeping the class alive and giving it any swings. I fucking love you and I adore you and I hope you're doing well, honeybean. I feel a little more peoply. Oh my God, I thought that said poopy. I was like, no, we're feeling poopy. No. I love bagels. What were we talking about the other day though? And Glut said it like I'd take it over a bagel. No, did Mish say it? What? Focaccia. Oh my God. I recently made homemade focaccia. Jesus fucking Christ. That shit. Croissants. Buttery, oily, crunchy bread. Anything more than like 2 syllables is a lot. It just makes, like, I did this with Reddit back in the day, which got me in trouble many times. Not here. This was before my time on here. I don't really Reddit anymore. But I used to use Reddit was my TikTok. That was my everything. I literally just scrolled it for hours in between classes while I was in school. And, my habit was if your link was longer than half my screen, I would never click it. Like if your link, that's all Reddit is links with the it's just descriptions. So like if your link was 1 word, oh, I'm definitely clicking it. But if your link was a sentence, I'm probably not going to click it. And I don't know why my mentality did that. It was like a weird laziness, but the sheer amount of fuckery I clicked on, oh my fucking God, don't do that. I wouldn't advise Reddit or any of those places really. If you've never been there, like just, I wouldn't. T_Mr. Fox. I'm like, it's like middle name calling. My username is my first name and last name. It's not necessary to use the full government name unless you're scolding me. It's exactly. Literally. Or if it's a panic moment and I need someone's attention. I really like bagels, so it'd have to be something really good. I think it might have been a croissant we were talking about. Like we were talking about, I made focaccia, but I think it might have been a croissant we were talking about. I don't know. Bread is delicious. I celebrate bread. I like a good bagel. I don't really, I wouldn't anymore, like where I live, for fear someone's going to go try to buy me Denver bagels. I would never be like, I fucking love bagels. Ever. Because what you're going to get ain't a bagel. And I don't want anyone to try to be nice to me with the poopies. You know what I'm saying? But living on the East Coast, oh yeah, on my birthday, what do you want? Bagels. And you don't even need to specify. I just want some bagels. They're going to be good. But anywhere else, they just don't know how to cook them. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. I'm a snob. You made me a snob. I would literally dread. Hi, Robert. First couple times, or if you have a super short name, it makes sense. The poopy was the last few weeks. I did a colonoscopy cleanse without having a scope because I was feeling the impaction starting. Now I got to do it again on Tuesday because oh, honey, I'm sorry. Dude, Zatar's the shit. Had you never used it before? Oh, Zatar is the shit. I don't even cook, and I have that in my kitchen. On a bagel with cream cheese or oh, the creamy cheese. Yeah. Carrie, and this is my personal opinion. Having family in New York, I grew up going there and experiencing pizza. It's not like, it's similar to bagels. Like, I've never had bad pizza in New York. Ever. And I come from like Queens. Never. Like anywhere. It doesn't matter. Like if someone's just like, I'm ordering pizza, all you got to say is, great. That's it. Here, I'm ordering pizza. Please, God, don't let it be Little Caesars or Domino's or God or what, blah, blah. Like, it's just chain fuck fest. Like, it's real hard to just find a pizza place. And you just, most of the time, if it's like a brick oven fire pizza place, at least in Denver, they've got to make it like millennial, what's the word? Fusion. Which, like, good for you, but I've never, like, when I crave pizza, my first thought isn't, oh, you know what I wish was on it? Cream cheese and kimchi. That's just not what I'm craving. When I want brick fire oven pizza, I just want some dank fucking pizza that's got some crispy burnt edges. That's just cheese and sauce and maybe some sausage or something. But like, if you find a place like that, guaranteed it's gonna be fusion with something, which fine, but that's not it. So it's just different. Same with bagels in New York. Like, someone says they're gonna get bagels, they're gonna be fucking good because you're not gonna stay in business if you make a shitty bagel in New York. But people out here don't know what a bagel tastes like, so they get away with a lot of shit. You know? What's Anthony's? What is it? We have an Anthony's on the West Coast, but it's fish. I'm assuming you're not talking about a fish place, considering that where's the fish? Oh yeah, Zatar. I have a couple of Zatars in the kitchen. They're pretty fucking dank. I have another one you might like too. It's one that Zeke actually orders online because it's like Montana special, and they have a ton of different kinds, but they're like meat seasonings. They're fucking delicious. I'll have to look at them. I don't want truffle oil on my pizza. Exactly. I don't want sriracha raw carrots and broccoli florets. That's a real pizza in Denver right now that people love. That's not what I'm craving when I'm looking for pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's probably fine, but that's not what I'm craving, and it's hard to get around that in cities like this. A lot of fusion. Whereas, like, we went to New York recently, and Zeke went with me, and he was like, can we get pizza? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, where? I'm like, I don't care. We literally just walked. It ended up being like a local-ish chain. You guys know it. It was in Ray's. And it was better than any pizza I've had in the last 5 years. Like, it's just different. I'm glad you guys take advantage. Take advantage and never take for granted the gift that you have. And I won't take advantage and for the gift that I have of taco trucks less than 1 mile from my house and abuelas lining the streets selling homemade tamales that they're making right there on the spot for you. Or the hand squeeze orange juice that I get from the abuelas that love to call me strange names in Spanish that I don't understand. I won't take that for granted. There's gifts everywhere, right? Like, I'd put money down that the tacos here would blow your mind. I'm not going to say they're better because New York has really good food everywhere, but like the tacos in this area are fucking phenomenal. Like street tacos, my dudes, on the street, out of a truck. The shit. I don't hate truffle oil. It's just, there's like, if I'm like going to go out, I'm usually craving something. And if it's pizza, that's not what I'm looking for. Ever. I grew up in the Little Italy of Pittsburgh. I grew up with some of the best pizza around here. Thankfully, a lot of good places popped up all around town when I got older. That's nice. You're very lucky. It's not pizza. It's something. It's like a flatbread cracker that you've done stuff to. Like, one of the weirdest and best I've ever had balsamic vinegar drizzled on it with like feta cheese and chicken sausage. Was not pizza. I would never tell anyone that was pizza. I'd be like, there's this weird flatbread thing that this pizza place makes. It's not pizza, though. I think it's, I know pretty is in there, but it's the way that they, you know, that look when they say it. It's like not like a, ooh, pretty gringa. It's, oh, little white girl. Because I am like overly friendly, you know, like, hello, I just want some tamales, please. And they're just like, it's them being like, oh, hun, bless your heart. I don't think they hate me. I think they pity me, which is fine. I'll take pity. It's her again. You probably. That being said, we have somewhat of a rapport because I did get to laugh with them. I think I told you guys this story, but there was this delightful, very young, very white couple, which is pertinent to the story, who pulled over on this road. You could tell their car was packed up with shit. Like they were on a road trip or something, and they just saw like the nanas, and they were like, we're going to stop and get tamales. And I straight up watched them try to eat it with the fucking corn husk still wrapped around it, like a burrito. Like they poured hot sauce on it. And that lady quite literally goes, whapa! Bats it out of their hand before they can get it to their mouth and goes, that's it. And goes and gets them another one, gets a little piece of wood and fucking shows them like they're toddlers how to eat it. And I howled with them. We were all howling. Everybody was. They were laughing too. They had a great sense of humor. It was hilarious. Everyone had a good time. But like, we have a little bit of a rapport there because they haven't seen me eat one with the wrapper on yet. I have never done that, by the way. I did grow up in the part of Washington State that has a huge Mexican influence, so I had enough influence around me to realize like that's not how you do it. But holy shit, I've never seen. And these, I'm telling you, these women are like, they're shorter than Vissy. That's all. They're so tiny. They're like native from Mexico and have moved here. They're so fucking small. And to watch that little arm come out from under the beautiful scarves they wear, just like, whapa! And I was, elegance and grace is all I have to say. It was fucking fantastic. But everybody had a good time and everybody laughed. And they were so happy to like just have one. And it was good. It wasn't like a mean discourse by any means. I mean, the lady was pissed, obviously, but like it wasn't mean. My abuela would take it from me and you would get PB&J instead. Oh my God, that's blessed. That's what I'm saying. She was so nice. This probably happens a lot. Like, we're a big drive-through state. Obviously, we're like right in the middle, flyover drive-through. So lots of tourists probably on this highway. I'm sure they make a lot of money off this. Like, this is probably a common occurrence. But like, so fast. It was so, it reminds me, and I'm not like, we all got hit a little bit like as kids. I know a lot of us are of that age. Where hitting wasn't necessarily looked down on. I was never hit, but what my mom would do is when she was angry, it was just like this. It was that fast. She could get her finger into my hair and go, whoo, 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 hah, to get my attention faster than I could fucking blink. And that's all it reminded me of. I was like, those are mom flexes. No one else has those. Mom flexes. Like, my mom wouldn't do this. She would do this like if we were about to like, you know, jump into the fire pit or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of those, like, no! Like, but wow, the speed with which it could happen. Holy shit. Or, like, we were about to walk into traffic, you know? It'd just be like a whoo, whoo, ah! It's crazy. It's crazy. The way that, I mean, and that's another reason I don't think I'm hated. Like, I think I'm just pitied. I have yet to be threatened with a chancla in any way, shape, or form. Ever. And this is something, so y'all lovely Mexican ladies and gents in chat and others, please tell me what the fuck this is. So what I have learned is that if they don't like you, they won't let you tip them. Like, they straight up don't want your money. And this is something I learned from a local. Like, if they, like, I just tip them. We live in America. It's a tipping culture, right? It's just the way it is. And they're selling like 50-cent fucking tamales. Like, they're just like, thank you so much. And I'm like, that's for you. And they're like, thank you so much. And that's it. That's the conversation. I guess they will quite literally look at you, go make your change, and fucking throw it at you if they don't like you. So I don't know what the fuck that's about, but I have yet to have anything thrown at me. So that's good, right? I just don't want anyone to hate me. That's it. I don't want to be the dumb white bitch. The weirdest pizza I got was Moroccan spice chicken pizza. I love Moroccan food. It had sliced almonds and dates and strangeness. So good, right? But it's not pizza. It's not a regular red sauce, though. We have a lot of Turkish kebab and pizza places around here, especially in the main. I'm very jealous. Dude, one of the, you know, we talk about pizza, we talk about bagels. One of the number one things I miss from the East Coast that I hope you take advantage of is motherfucking shawarma. Shawarma, kebab, Middle Eastern food in general. We have one every blink of a state out here. Like, we really don't get Mediterranean or Middle Eastern food of any kind outside of like hummus, you know? We get some Indian food here and there. Like, my college town only had one Indian place. But man, when I moved to the East Coast, you can get like Egyptian shawarma. You can get like from actual regional specific foods. Like, there's just such a bigger variety out there. But man, just finding a shawarma shop and just getting shawarma. Like, that's it. Like, just that foam takeaway with the salad and the fries and the meat and the rice and all the good sauces. And you just like sit and fucking. I miss that. That late night food is the shit. Right? Greek, Turkish, Eastern Mediterranean food, same. I will fuck things for that food. It is my favorite. They don't want you to feel good about tipping. If you act shitty, no good feeling for you. Oh my God, I wonder if that's it. Because I love that. It really is. It's hilarious. I'm just glad it hasn't happened. Halal, yep, halal. We just don't have that around here, which is fine. I have like the best Mexican food you can possibly imagine, so I don't feel like too bad about it. I'm like relatively spoiled, but there are things like for another one, oh my God, going to Florida and getting Cuban food. I actually got to treat Zeke to that this time when we went to Loveburn. Glut gave me a list. He was like, all right, so you're coming out of Loveburn for 24 hours. These are the things you must do, the foods I must do. So there was a specific coffee I had to get. There was a specific breakfast empanada I had to get. And then we found a Cuban place for dinner, but Zeke had never had Cuban food ever. And so I got to like share that with him. And it's like, I bet you could ask him right now. It was some of the best food I've ever had. He's ever had. Like the empanadas. I can't tell you. There's literally no words. And you can't find that outside of that area. Like, that's where Cubans are. That's where they're making their dank fucking food. And it sucks, because I don't get it unless I go to Florida. But man, oh, that food is good. Jerusalem's? I'm writing it down. It's just Jerusalem. See, I'm just far enough from downtown that all of those places are like out of my scope. Like the driving there to get takeout is just a little ridiculous. So that's like the area I'm not that familiar with. But every once in a while, we've gone downtown with like Scott and Bree and gone out to dinner and shit like that. There's some cute places down there. That's Zeke got the Cuban sandwich and I got is it beer? No, I think birria is Mexican. It was a type of steak. It was like a flank steak. But it was cooked in a very specific way, and then you had, like, a Cuban whatever, chimichurri. It's not chimichurri at all, but it's, like, whatever Cubans use instead of chimichurri that you would pour on it. Holy fuck. But then we got, like, a side of, like, we had morning empanadas, but then there's empanadas they do for, like, dinner, like, savory empanadas. And really, like, the steak was great, sandwich was great. Those empanadas stole the fucking show. And I would have never ordered them had Glut not suggested, because pastries fill me up so fast that anything with pastry or bread, I tend to like, if I'm ordering a steak, I'm not going to order that bread pastry thing because I want to eat my steak and I eat like a fucking bird. Those were I was like, fuck the steak. Like those things, they came with some sauce, didn't need it. The bread, everything had so much fucking flavor. It was so perfectly balanced. This was months ago, and I still remember it so viscerally. It was such a good meal. Like, holy shit. Was it, I think, picadillo? That sounds familiar. It was like chopped up veggies and herbs and stuff in like an oil. It was really delicious. It was just like the Cuban version. It was so good. I mean, Zeke had his first when we went to Florida this last time. Because when we went, I told him, Glut gave me a list, and he was like, oh, I've never had Cuban food. And I was like, I had never had this level of Cuban food. I had Cuban food, like, up in Georgia, and I'd had it up in Baltimore and shit, which doesn't mean, just because it's further from the ocean doesn't mean anything. But, like, it's more white up there. It just gets gentrified, you know? It was not the same. This shit blew my fucking mind. The fact that you just live around it. I feel like New York's the only place where you can literally get all of this in one city. There's no other place. Wherever you live, like you get some good shit, but you're not gonna get all the good shit, and that sucks. Medianoche, what is that? We have a Caribbean place that Ryan took me to that had oxtail, and I about melted. I haven't had oxtail in so fucking long. Actually, I think they had it at this restaurant, but it was so hot out I didn't want soup. So I got steak, and we had just come off of Loveburn, where basically you're just like living off crackers and oatmeal and, you know, barbecuing hot dogs or whatever. So I was like, steak, give me the steak. It was so, I know, but viewer, streamer wants all the good shit. Seriously, I'll always bitch. It sucks. You're never gonna get it all. Like everywhere I've lived, I've become addicted to a few food places, and it's because they're special. That's what makes them special. You can't find them anywhere else. And that sucks, but I want them everywhere else. The Caribbean rum cake was always a surprise for my hubby's birthday. Yum. Oh, that's a beautiful surprise. Medianoche, it's a Cuban sandwich on a sweetbread. I'm going to look for it. It's still like the squished one though, right? I don't know why, but that's kind of like one of my favorite parts about a Cuban sandwich is the way that they like press it. So it's just like every bite is the perfect bite. I love that. Like I hate when you get a sandwich and shit's just falling out the sides. So every bite's different. You just don't know what the fuck's going on. Man, it's not a Cuban sandwich. It's not pressed. No shit. Okay. I learned today. I wasn't sure if it was because it was like the ham or whatever was, or the bread or something like that. Now I know. What up, Darkest? How are you? Shit's good. Shit's good. We're going to play games. I feel really off because it's just so late in the day. No, I feel off because my dog puked everywhere. That's why I feel off. I know why I feel off. My hands are burning from the cleaner. Yeah. The one thing keeping me from leaving LA besides the rave scene is the food. LA's another one. LA has some pretty dank tacos. Food in general, you guys kind of have a great food culture. It's not the same as New York. I prefer New York simply because New York is a walking city. And that is my fucking crack. Like anywhere with great public transportation and just like walkable shit is my favorite ever. And outside of that, whereas LA is definitely not as much of a walking city, but the food culture is fucking dank. Like every time we go for TwitchCon, literally, I feel like the few months before TwitchCon, all we do is talk about the food we're going to eat when we're there. Which this year we must focus on. Because last year we ended up doing so much other shit that food ended up like a second thought. And I want to get sushi. That is just sparkling ham and cheese. Does it have to come from the pressed region of Florida? See, you know what's crazy? Pittsburgh is like my family, a huge portion of my grandpa's side of the family is like in your grave in Pittsburgh. Like you're closer to more of my family than I am right now, which is crazy. That's like where a lot of the Jewish side of my family like took refuge and pretended to be German was through Pittsburgh, and I've never been. But I have a list of gravestones I have to see when I go. Is that weird? No. Gravestones are cool. Dan has a baby. That's understandable. We should probably take a break before we... It's going to be in-game audio. Yep, they're all talking about it. They're saying that all of them have mods who are super down for the chaos of shared chat. How do you guys feel? It's KPP and Dan. It'll be fine. Yeah, I was going to say, Dan has a baby. We will all be patient for Dan's baby. That's not even a problem. I didn't even get to say anything, but I hope you guys are down. Glut. Hey, we could be sharing chat with Zeke right now. Smells of boy. I will never ever share a chat with a big ass chat like that because, oh my god, I don't hate my mods like that. I love you guys, actually. I wouldn't do that to you. All right, let's take a quick break. Not the smelly boy chat. I'm going to be honest. I told Zach that story. I can't remember who here said that, but someone here said it, and it made me laugh so hard. I was like, Zeke, I have to tell you this story because it's so funny. But when we were playing Repo or something like that, and someone was like, y'all want to do shared chat? My entire chat, almost unanimously, was like, please, God, no. Not just the mods. And then one person goes, that chat smells of boy. And I laughed so hard. Zeke, blank ass face, looks at me and goes, if anyone's chat smells of boy, it's yours. So, I guess we might smell like boy too. We do love titties. I know, rude. We don't smell like that much. I'm from that chat. Half of you are from that chat. We're all smelly. It's fine. We're all smelly in our own way. How can you smell? Exactly. You can't. If everything smells like weed, then nothing smells like boy. That's true. I should have come. See, I'm not clever on the spot. I should have said, no, my chat smells like weed. Like, even the ones that don't smoke. It's just, it's incense at this point. Ko is amazing. This is no dig on Ko or his community. Like, I'm part of his community. Ko is incredible. But throwing 2,000 chatters into a chat that normally has under 100 people hanging every day is madness. Like, not just the numbers, but the fact that, like, my mods don't know who's a normal. They don't know who's reg. They don't know who's regular and who's joking versus someone coming in and making some horrible joke or something. Like, it's just absolute, like, unmanageable. Yeah. Nothing wrong with their wonderful people. It's just unmanageable. That chat is fucking wild. It goes so fast you can't even read it. You just get lost. Yeah, we don't need that. But, like, I mean, I'm not here to call any of you out, but how many of y'all watch KPP and Dan and MD and L sometimes at the exact same time that you're hanging out here? I'd go so far as to say some of you might be mods for them. So I don't have any qualms about sharing chats with them because I know that they stand for the same shit we do. They're chill. It'll be fun chaos, not gross chaos. I feel called out. This is why we're all still, this is why literally, I mean, the reason Dan and KPP and all of these people, I've managed to stay friends with them for 10 years is because we're so alike that our friends are the same people. It's perfect. Like, I can pop into Dan's chat at any time and I probably know everybody for years. And that's comforting. I love having a space like that. Same with KPP's chat, same with L's chat. Like, it just feels nice to have a place where you can pop in and just chill. Mods for multiple? Bitch, I see you. I have at least a couple of those streams open right now, see? So if shared chat gets too much, though, my mods know, like, you don't even need to DM me. Like, just tell me. We don't have to ever share chat. I only do it when it's communities about our size who are, basically, it's going to be like, you guys are watching all the streams anyways. It doesn't even matter which badge is on your name because you're there anyway. Like, you know? Genova, I forgot it was today as well. You know what? I'm actually, I have to tell you guys just one little flex and then we'll take a break. I was really, really proud of myself. Like you guys know, I have my notepad over here. I write down things to remind myself of. I try to go over my notes. I write stuff up and down my arms. But one thing I've been really bad about is just keeping a calendar. This has been my entire life. Like, I'm genuinely that person that on the first day of class, the professor's like, the midterm's on this date. And I don't write it down. I just convince myself I'm going to remember it. Over and over and over. Doesn't matter how many times I fuck up and forget that date. I will still try to convince myself I'll remember that date. And one of my, like, not a New Year's resolution because I don't believe in those, but one of those things I'm just trying to do this year is actually put things in my phone. So, like, the moment all these people invited me, I put it in my phone, but then just never fucking looked at it again. So this morning, I had a little alert that was like, on your schedule, gams with friends. I was like, oh, fuck. But at least it was there. Because literally, we could be right here right now, and y'all would be like, are you ready to play games? And I'd be like, what games? With who? I'm playing Borderlands. What are you talking about? So, like, I'm proud I did that. That's a first step. We need the little celebrations, right? Little ones. The number of times when I'm not watching everyone at once and I get rated into everyone's stream over the course of the day, the sheer amount of times, I mean, tell me this doesn't happen to you at least once every couple of days, where I'm hanging out in Dan's chat, and usually what I do is I have him on my phone or something, and then I have my headphones in, and I'm working in the garden. And then I take my headphones out for a couple minutes, and then I come to my computer, and suddenly Dan's up twice. And I'm like, oh, that's because I was also in L's channel, and I was also in KPP's channel, and I was also in this channel, and 2 of them rated Dan. So now I have Dan's channel open 3 times, and I can hear his voice twice in my pocket coming from my headphones. I can't be the only one that, like, all out of nowhere, you're like, why am I viewing the same streamer 5? Oh, I got taken on a ride. I got taken on a ride. I don't know if I have. And you know what super sucks? Because this is one of those stupid games where I have to feed my audio in a separate source and wear 2 headphones. Because that's what they want from streamer games these days, I guess. No one will hear that. Nothing from stream will come through on my phones to the people, so I can't even taunt them. I can't even, like... Nothing. I know. I hate it. I hate these games. I love them. They're super fun. I love playing games with people, but I fucking don't understand. It's if you want streamers to play a game together, we have to talk together, but you put this feature in the game where if we talk together, we die, and then we can't talk together. What are you doing? Like, I want to talk to you guys in my community, but if I talk, I'm going to die. Oh, I'm just bitter about it. It's fine. It'll be great. It's going to be fine. Break? Yeah. Stretch your legs, take a break, load a bowl, do what you need to do. All of the cheers. I brought out, if y'all think about it, remind me to hit my vapes. I just need to use these. They do expire. They get clogged up and disgusting. And these are vapes that I brought for St. Jude's, and I just have so much vape, so. Katie, wait. Katie won't be able to mess with people in other chat. I can mess with people anytime, all the time. It's my gift. What do you mean? I don't think I have played Hi-Fi Rush, but that sounds super familiar for some reason. Oh, the sounds. That's true. But I can sing it. Steve. Le Poisson Steve. Poisson Steve. I've listened to it that many times. I just, break. We have to take a break because everybody's going to be ready to play games in a minute, and I got to pee really bad. Literally. A lot of the games now have dead chats, though, so that's good. Good. Or games now like Repo. Seriously, when I play Repo on stream, I feel bad. Like, why would any of you want to hang out? I literally can't respond to you if you talk to me in chat without dying. I hate it. And they keep integrating it. But also, like, I'm playing a community game. I'm playing a game with a bunch of other people, my friends, but you've made this feature in the game where we literally can't talk to each other. Otherwise, we die. And then we're sent to purgatory where we can't talk to each other. Like, why is that even in there? Like, you're making people play a multiplayer game in silence. Which is what Repo ended up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like, weird. Repo's super fun, but it is not fun to watch because they can't participate with chat. Like, I can't talk to a streamer because if they talk, they're gonna die. That kind of sucks. And you can't... Oh, you can talk to your friends. Oh, you can in Repo now. Thank fuck. Well, we added a mod, I guess. I love rhythm-based games. Okay, break. I gotta go. I gotta pee. I gotta be on top or something. I don't know. Stretch your legs and pee and load a bowl. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm a space. Shit sounds quiet today, and I just don't know why. Why is it me? Nope. Oh well. Anyways. Okay. Mentally prepare to wear 2 sets of headphones. Headliner. The Headliners. Oh, wow. There's a lot of game with Headliner. The Headliners, I'm pretty sure. What up, CJ? How are you? No, I am playing Headliners with other streamers. Which I have never played before, so this will be fun. Oh, shit. I should have launched it. Fuck me in the bowls. Why? My neighbor's on his roof right now, and it freaked my dogs out. All right, we have audio. That's good. Rating. Wait, did they say who we're rating? Shit. Oops. That game was a lot of fun. Honestly, I kind of liked it better than, like, Repo. It was fun. Like, I liked coming back and having all of our weird photographs. Did I just hear a voice? Creepy. I swear I heard a voice. Maybe not. We are. Okay, Marcel. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna raid Marcel. Thank you for hanging out with me today, guys. I know it was like a weird long day. Tomorrow's day off day. So of course, mentally prepare yourself for that. Keep your pants on, take your meds, drink your waters, eat your beverages, twist your dicks, all of those beautiful things. It is, of course, St. Jude month, and I'll be putting my shit together soon, but everybody else in my group was doing that, and so I had agreed to help out with them, and thank you. This sound feels so much better. Oh my god. Movie night is literally probably already occurring, which is probably where everybody is, so I'll just see you guys in there. Day off day. That's it. I think that's all I had. My sister's visiting soon. St. Jude. I need a snack. I love you. Welcome to Costco.